Revelation, a great sign appeared in heaven. A woman clothed, a great sign appeared in heaven. With the moon, a woman clothed with the sun, 12 stars. With the moon under her feet, in a crown of 12 stars, and cried out in her head. As she was pregnant and cried out in pain. Then another sign appeared as she was about to give birth. Then another sign appeared in the heaven with 7 heads and 10 horns. An enormous red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns. And 7 crowns of the stars on its head. And its tail swept a third of the stars out of the sky and flung them to the earth in front of the woman who was about to give birth. The dragon stood in front of the woman devour her child who was about to give birth. He was born. So that it might devour her child. She gave birth to the moment he was born. A male child. She gave birth to a son. Will rule a male child with an iron scepter. Will rule all the nations. And her child with an iron scepter. And to his throne. And her child was snatched up to die into the wilderness and to his throne, prepared for her by God. The woman fled into the wilderness she might be taken to a place prepared for her by God, where she might be taken care of for 1,260 days. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. War broke out in heaven. And a dragon and his angels fought against the dragon. But he was not strong enough. And a dragon and his angels fought that place in heaven. But he was not strong enough. The great dragon. And they lost their place in heaven. That ancient, the great dragon was hurled down. Or Satan, who leads the ancient serpent, called the devil. Or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth in heaven, and his angels with him. Now, then I heard a loud voice in heaven say, "In the kingdom of our God, now have come the salvation and the power, in the kingdom of our God, for the authority of the Messiah, who accuses them before our God. For the accuser of our brothers and sisters has been hurled down. Who accuses them before our God day and night over him has been hurled down. They triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony from death. They did not love their lives so much, rejoice as to shrink from death. And you who dwell in them, therefore rejoice, you have to the earth and the sea. And you who dwell in the devil has gone down. But woe to the earth and the sea, because the devil has gone down to you. He is filled with fury because he knows that his time is short. He pursued the woman. When the dragon saw that he had been hurled to the earth, he pursued the woman who had given birth to the male child, so that she might fly. The woman was given the 2 wings of a great eagle, so that she might fly to the place prepared for her in the wilderness, where she would be taken care of for a time. The serpent's reach in half a time. Then from his mouth, the serpent spewed water like a river. Then from his mouth, the serpent spewed water like a river to overtake the woman, but the earth sweep her away with the torrent. And swallowing the, but the earth helped the woman by opening its mouth and swallowing the river that the dragon has spewed out of his mouth. Out to wage war. The dragon was enraged at the woman and went out to wage war against the rest of her offspring. Those who keep God's commands and hold fast their testimony about Jesus.